So what really makes a Christmas special? For a family at the heart of one of the most beloved stories ever written, well, the answer actually starts with having no presents at all. We're going to break down the absolutely brilliant opening chapter of Little Women to see how it sets the stage perfectly for this timeless story about family, struggle, and love.
I mean, really think about it. Is it all about the gifts piled under the tree, or a huge festive dinner? Or is it something else? This is the big question facing the four March sisters. And for them, the answer is super complicated by war, by poverty, and a holiday that is looking anything but special.
Okay, so picture this. It's a chilly December, right in the middle of the American Civil War. We meet our four March sisters. They're all huddled together, and you can just feel that a problem is brewing. One that's going to challenge their whole idea of what it even means to be happy.
So what's the big issue here? It's simple, and it's painfully real. It's almost Christmas, and there are not going to be any presents. Their father is away serving as a chaplain in the war, money is incredibly tight, and honestly, the whole holiday season is just looking pretty bleak.
But see, here's the thing. This isn't just about being poor. The decision for a giftless Christmas, that actually came from their mother, Marmee. It was a very conscious choice, a real lesson in empathy. She wanted her girls to remember that there were people out there suffering way more during the war, even as they were dealing with their own stuff.
Now, this tough situation immediately shows us who these four characters really are. And what's so fascinating is how the first few lines of the book are pure genius. They tell us everything we need to know about each sister and kind of hint at the women they're going to become. Let's meet them.
We kick things off with Jo. She is the outspoken, fiery heart of this group. She's the one who just says exactly what everyone else is thinking. You know, she cuts right through the quiet to voice their shared disappointment with absolutely zero filter. This is the voice of a future writer, someone who's not afraid of the truth.
And then we have Meg, the oldest. As she's looking down at her old dress, her concern is a little different. For her, being poor isn't just about a lack of things, it's a social burden. She is deeply aware of how people see them, and she longs for that beautiful, respectable life they just can't afford anymore.
Amy, the youngest, her whole thing is about injustice. Her complaint isn't just about being poor, it's about the inequality of it all. She sees the world in terms of what's fair and what's beautiful, and right now she's not seeing either one. And that perspective is going to shape her whole artistic future.
And finally, there's Beth. Beth. She's the quiet soul of the family. While her sisters are all focused on what they're missing, Beth gently reminds them of what they do have. Her perspective is the anchor, the moral compass that keeps the whole family grounded in love.
So just as the sisters are kind of settling into their doom and gloom, something happens. A small, really simple moment completely flips the energy in the room and turns all that self-pity into this powerful act of love.
And it all starts with this one image, their mother's old, worn-out shoes. Beth puts them by the fire to warm them up for her, and in that moment, the shoes become a huge symbol. Yeah, they represent the family's poverty, for sure, but more importantly, they represent their mom's tireless hard work and all her sacrifices.
And true to her gentle nature, it is Beth who makes the suggestion that just changes everything. Instead of wishing for presents, she proposes giving them. This is the big turning point, the moment where the chapter's real theme, the joy of giving, really starts to shine through.
And in that one moment, they make a choice. They pivot from wanting things to practicing kindness, realizing that making their mother happy will bring them so much more joy than any gift they could ever get. It's this profound lesson in generosity that really defines who they are as a family.
So just as the girls commit to this really selfless act, their mother arrives home with a surprise of her own, a message that's going to back up their new plan and lift their spirits even higher. It's a letter from their father. And get this, it's not some sad letter filled with the hardships of war. No, instead, it's packed with cheer, with hope, and just immense pride in his family. He intentionally leaves out the hard parts to keep their spirits up, and he affectionately calls them his little women.
The letter ends by acknowledging that a year is a long, hard time to wait. And this detail, it really drives home the emotional weight of him being gone. His words of encouragement aren't just a simple message. They are a lifeline, a source of strength to help them get through it all.
So, what do we take away from this incredible opening chapter? Well, it's basically a masterclass in setting up a story's central theme right from page 1, defining what it truly means to be rich.
This table breaks it all down perfectly. On one side, you've got all the signs of material poverty. No presents, old clothes, a father away at war.
But then, on the other side, you see their immense emotional wealth, their love for each other, the kindness of a selfless idea, and the hope that comes in a letter. The story shows us that one is so much more valuable than the other.
And that kind of leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? This first chapter sets up this powerful idea that echoes through the entire novel. True wealth isn't measured by your possessions, but by love, by kindness, and by the strength of your family. It's a timeless lesson that's just as important today as it ever was.